What's going on, guys? JFC here. Player of the Month Messi is on the way. It's going to be coming sometime this week. We've got some more leaks coming for the new Rule Breakers team. What is the market going to look like coming into a new Rule Breakers team that might be better than the first one, because the first one wasn't quite up to the hype that we thought it might be. What's the market going to look like until then, basically? Let's chat about that. Let's chat about EA as well a little bit in this video. I kind of want to talk about that too. So let's begin. Player of the Month Messi is going to be coming very shortly. He just won League Un Player of the Month. What is that picture, by the way? So if you look at the article, when is the SBC? In FIFA 22, all the League Un Player of the Month SBCs were released on Thursday, apart from one time, which was when it was released on Wednesday. Based on this, we can expect the Messi Player of the Month SBC to be released either this Wednesday, the 19th of October, or Thursday, the 20th. So it looks like either going to be today or tomorrow we're getting Player of the Month Messi. So what is that going to do to the market? Messi this year isn't quite maybe as hyped as he's been in the previous few FIFAs. Messi's been one of the best players in FIFA for the last few years. I don't know if he's quite that good this year. So there's a chance that this Messi actually isn't as expensive as maybe we think he's going to be. And also just, it doesn't do much to the market. But I think you will see some panic on maybe some meta cards that are around Messi's price. It all depends on how expensive this SBC is though. So it's not a huge boost. It's like a +1s on almost everything. It's like +1s on his pace and shooting and +2 on maybe a couple of things. So it's not a huge boost. It really depends on how expensive this SBC is. If he's overpriced, he is going to be, the fodder is not going to go up that much, and the market is not going to panic that much, and probably will panic instantly. Like right when people see him out, the market will go down a little bit. If it's expensive, he's gonna, like, other cards are going to rebound so quickly. And if it comes out and he's like cheap, like somehow, I don't think there's almost any chance this happens, but if it comes out and he's like kind of a decent price, the market is going to go down for like that, probably that entire day, and then rebound later. But the panic might go down a little bit more and last a little bit longer than if he's expensive. And fodder, which is already like kind of up in price right now, it will just go a little bit higher probably. If he's like a decent price, it'll definitely make these cards probably go up a little bit. They're already, like I said, up much higher than they were before the icon SBC, but honestly, these cards probably can go up even more if Messi drops and he's a decent price. I wouldn't really want to invest in these cards though. I think the most likely situation is that Messi's overpriced. People are not going to do him. It's not going to make fodder go up, so then it's kind of pointless to invest in SBC fodder. But there is a chance, of course, that it could work out for you. I probably won't be buying much fodder for that. We also got a Musa Sissoko leaked in Team 2. So this Team 2 already is going to have Franck Ribéry, who's going to be sick, and Sissoko, who's going to be sick. These cards are going to be very expensive. If this is what it looks like or something similar to this, he's going to be sick in game. He's huge. Sissoko has always been good in FIFA. So that is going to be a really, really nice card. So if you want to look at the market right now, obviously we saw a big time rebound over like the course of the last couple days, and it still kind of just continues. We're up at like, I think we're like 127 right now. But a big reason for like this big movement is mainly like SBC fodder. So it's not like you're seeing like a ton of meta cards up in price. You're just seeing really a lot of the fodder going up, which then in turn makes the market graph rise up. The meta cards right now though, I don't necessarily know if you want to, if you're going to try and flip, I think you could always flip overnight and then into the morning, right? You can do that every single night, but I think the best time to flip, I think there's a high possibility that this Friday is going to be very similar in terms of flipping cards than it like last weekend was. Team 2 comes out and it's pretty hyped up. We're going to see a decent size sell-off of cards, and it's going to rebound super quickly on that Friday. And if I were you, I would be on the market on Friday looking at some meta cards for dips, because I think it's going to rebound pretty well on this Friday, depending on the content that comes out. Of course, if we get like some crazy SBC that just drops the market, like that is we can't see coming, that's different. But if it stays like we think it's going to happen, where it's just kind of a Team 2 releases and it's a good Team 2, I would look for meta cards, like meta golds especially, to go down in price, and see if any of these rule breakers go down in price, because if they go down in price too on that Friday, definitely look to buy them as well. But obviously it's a little bit into the future yet. Let's talk about heroes really quick. So can we go to the hero team? So here we are. So I think these hero cards are, remember, we have this hero SBC. It's supposed to come out sometime soon. I don't know when it's going to come out. It might not come out till next week, like at the same time the icon SBC did, but it's in the code, and it's like one of the last packs to not come out yet that was added into the code on that time that it was added. So it's really just a matter of time. And when that happens, these especially the lower end heroes are going to go down in price. Morientes, Papin, Kohler especially will really go down in price. But I think a lot of these guys are going to be really nice options to rebound as well. But the icons, there was a really, really nice rebound. And I think the heroes this year are arguably more in demand than some of the icons are. Like, I would not be surprised if as Mario Gomez or something like that gets really panic sold when this hero SBC comes out and then he rebounds back up pretty quickly. I don't know if he'll rebound up to the same exact price for sure. Like, I wouldn't be holding on to these cards beforehand. If you do have some of these heroes, I don't hate selling them, because the more we know that the hero SBC is coming and it doesn't drop, the more kind of panic kind of stirs, and people will not be hesitant to buy them and people will want to sell them, so the price will kind of just naturally go down a little bit. But I don't hate selling heroes, and just buy your heroes back like an hour after that hero SBC comes out, or even like at half an hour after the hero SBC comes out. It's perfect time to rebuy back your heroes. If you want to flip them, honestly, it's going to be great too. So you can do both. You could either just, if you have them in your team, sell them, buy back at that time, or if you want to just look to flip, going to be a great option too. So let's talk about EA quick. So 17 hours ago, we had that preseason reward issue. And this issue has been addressed, and impacted players have been messaged in game. Thanks for the patience. Yeah, you're very welcome. If you look at the replies, like days later, just filled with like, what is the deal with the hero packs? We're not gonna stop like mad FUT trading. We're gonna keep talking about the hero packs, so you may as well just mention it at this stage. Like, literally, it makes no sense. That was a huge mistake that EA made. I don't like jumping on the bandwagon at everything bad they do to just like shit on them. But at the same time, that was a pretty big deal. That stuff still could affect the market in the long run a little bit too, because there just were a lot of coins added to the market, like a lot of coins added. I gained 500k from that. I think on average players probably gained up a few 100,000 coins for free from that pack. It's crazy to me that we're still sitting here and they are just going to ignore it. They literally are going to just sweep it under the rug. They're not going to talk about it because they don't need to. Like, in 1 month, if the same thing is the case, people will have moved on. It's going to be that they know they can just get away with not saying anything about it, and it looks like they're not going to, and no one's gonna get anything from it. So it's the unfortunate truth that we're just never gonna hear anything about why it happened. Let's finish off with let's talk about our team of the weeks, because they are going out of packs today and they're going up a little bit right now. Oh my goodness, Cancelo's 151. Yeah, people are really investing in these cards, ready for them to go out of packs, even though they're up. Like, I still think Correa and Cancelo are not bad out of packs, man. I really don't. These cards are really in demand. Tamori too, Frimpong especially. They're very in demand cards. Even though they're up, I don't hate still buying. I think when the market rises, like Saturday morning when it's at one of its highest points, I think Cancelo and Correa will still be higher than this point. And even if not, it's still a safe investment. Like, it really is. I don't hate buying these cards, especially like Frimpong, 19k. I know in like a month or two, he may be behind the power curve a little bit. I don't know. Bundesliga right backs are hard to come by, and I don't hate buying Frimpong for 19k either. Lots of good stuff here. I think that I don't hate buying almost any of these cards, honestly. Yeah, I think if you want to stock up on some of these guys, you sure can, especially the discard guys. Like, discard informs, we saw an inform requirement. It's going to start coming soon where we're going to need them. And Mason Mount is up already. I think Mason Mount was like 18k at his lowest. And that's just one SBC that came out. So more comes out. If you stock up on like Mason Mount or something like that, in 2 weeks time, there's a chance Mason Mount's like 30 something k. I know it's in 2 weeks and it sucks holding on to an investment that long. But once the like inform high rating explosion happens, it stays like that for the rest of FIFA. Once Mason Mount rises, he will never come back down, and he's going to be a lot more than 21k. So if you want to hold on and wait to that, you sure can. It's going to work out in the long run. It's basically risk-free. We'll talk about when to buy Rulebreakers cards tomorrow as well. So I think that's it for the video. Any questions that you guys have, drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer all of them. I love you all. Thank you so much for the support every single day on my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one very soon. Peace.